Bonjour, hello, long time no see. Today's video is going to be the first one in like 2 months. I haven't played either in those 2 months. I've been super busy, so it's not a break that I planned, but things happened. So I'm going to talk a bit about it, but first, the renovation. So it's going to be a renovation video with a life update voiceover, I guess, something like that. So the renovation, I picked FLOODGATE apartments in Bridgeport. So the apartment to rent there is a studio, and the apartment building is kind of vintage looking. So why did I pick that? Because it looked like something that I wouldn't have to put too much thoughts behind it. And there is no link for the download for now, but if you're interested in the version I've made, let me know. I can put it up for download. It's going to be CC free and store item free. Okay, so first let's assess our building. I'll build here. So usually I have like fancy introductions, etc., but I'm not going to edit much that video. I don't have time. First, main features of the building that I'm going to keep is like the tall hallway entryway in the front. I like the fountain, though it's taking too much space. And the back is very open. So I like the open corridor like that. But in Bridgeport, really, isn't it snowing there? It's inspired by New York City, I think. So the building is in diagonal, so I suppose that's why the curve here is like that. So they have a larger balcony. So I'm going to change the balcony. So the studio is on the 4th floor over there. Okay, the parking garage is only 2 doors, and there is so much more room. And that part here, there is no window. The rooftop is pretty large too. So we're going to need to dress it up a bit. Add some more parking spaces. Remove the fountain, or maybe keep something because the name is FLOODGATE after all. Okay, I've just noticed that there is nothing next door. Like there could be a park or something. I'm not going to add one, but would be like the fountain should be there actually. So one of the ideas would be to add a garage over there downstairs of the apartments, and an access. So I'm going to remove a bit the fountain, maybe make it smaller, so the cars can go to the parking garage over there. Still, it's kind of an expensive looking apartment building. I mean, with that hallway there. I'm going to keep that hallway, that for sure, but I'm going to reduce it a bit. So weirdly enough, there is nothing above the garage over there. So I don't know yet, but here it could be either other apartments, though I don't know if, maybe a gym or something, because it's expensive looking. So it could be a bar or a private bar, private gym for the apartment building. And I'm going to have a lot of different facilities it's going to be more like condos, I guess. Okay, so that's it for the outside. Let's get inside our apartment building. Okay, so what's going on inside? The lobby area is big. Goodness me. That's a big hallway. Oh, and the garage is tiny. What is that? There's like one parking space. Okay, so we're going to rearrange that. The swimming pool area, it's okay. I mean, it's not in the shadows. So good. Okay, so the apartment buildings are only there. Here there is nothing. Like we can have a gym and make it a bit bigger, because I think we can gain some space here from the lobby. It's too big. There's like that wall over there. There's 2 squares we can gain from the lobby area, and from the hallway and still have quite a grand hallway. So here is our studio. So we're going to keep it a studio because it's in the building description, but I don't like that corner over there. And I don't know, I'm trying to see if they wanted to give it a shape or something. Like it's not looking like a boot. I don't see it. So yeah, the wraparound balcony like that, open balcony like that, it's going to go. I'm going to keep a balcony per apartment, but yeah, the wraparound thingy going. Okay, so before beginning, let's type in our cheats. So restrict build by in buildings false, because I want to be able to modify the whole build, and then by debug on to access the hidden features like the orbs, the markers. And let's get into it. Okay, so first the hallway, and why is that floating baseboard? I have something against that. It's so weird. So they're going to do like the main, not the apartments themselves, but like the hallway, the corridors, and the wraparound balcony, stuff like that. That's what I'm going to tackle first. So I'm keeping some features on, like, so there's going to be still an elevator. All the staircases are staying. I'm just moving them a bit to get more space for my apartments and to reduce the size of the hallway. And yep, keeping the kind of a wall fresco that we have there, because yeah, it gives a theme to that apartment building, I guess. And yeah, working on the to privatize the balconies on that side. On the other side, there's still going to be like the main hallway with the different doors leading to the apartments. Okay, so that's the what I'm doing on screen. And before I start on the live and slash channel update, I've edited out quite a few parts of that video. So it's a speed build, but I've also edited out parts because it was way too long and I'd like it to be less than 30 minutes long. So that's why from time to time you're going to see I've skipped ahead to another part of the renovation. What else? Yeah, towards the end, I suppose it's going to be towards the end. Anyway, it's going to be a bit after. I'll tell you a bit more about the plans I have for that building. They changed while I was doing the renovation because had one of my nieces came over and she was interested in doing something with it. So I changed my plans. I had none at the beginning with that building. I just wanted to do something because, as I've said, I haven't played the Sims since mid-December because, you know, I've been busy.
Devine, c'est qui? En vrai, je suis fière. Jouer en perspective avec.
So, yep, I had family over quite a bit, actually, in those 2 months. And the last time I could play was mid-December, and was also with two of my nieces. They did a voiceover with me. I might publish it one day. It was for a tiny home.
Salut mes fans! Oh non.
Actually, a tree house. We did the voiceover together, but it's in French. Most of it is in French. So I would need to edit it quite a bit. So maybe it's going to appear in one of my archive videos in a few years. Who knows? So yeah, so as I said, I've been busy, so with family stuff. I also got COVID, like a lot of people at the beginning of January. Actually tested positive like the 2nd of January. Well, like, one of my New Year's resolution was not to get COVID, and I guess I went awry from the beginning of the year, and so it was not bad with me. I'm vaccinated. I only got a fever, like I was just tired most of the time for a long week. But my parents also got COVID, and they are also vaccinated. But my dad, after a week, had hallucinations, so he got hospitalized, and he's way better now. Fortunately, we just got a big scare. It was very weird with the hallucinations, and we didn't know it was caused by COVID. And so the whole month of January was pretty much COVID oriented in my household. So yeah, that was that. Doing better, way better. But I'm still, me and my siblings, we are keeping an eye on my dad's condition. He's 82, so we are careful. So that was that. So that was also another reason why I haven't been posting anything. And another reason I haven't been keeping up with, social media, is because of my jobs. And so I've got several jobs that are all side jobs. But yeah, they've been all very demanding lately. So my issue there is that they are going to still be very demanding in the coming month. So I have no idea when I'll be able to get back to the regular schedule of posting videos, I was going to say, but actually I didn't have a regular schedule. I was already a bit chaotic on there. So I don't know when I'll be able to go back to playing The Sims, because as I've said, I haven't been able to in 2 months, and I'm missing the game, but I really don't have time. I'm trying to tie loose ends on other projects during the little free time I have. And yep, I know I need to finish the save file for New Pleasant View. That's my priority in The Sims. So I have to get back there, but I need to be there to be focusing on it, so that I can, correct the things I need to correct, and before being able to share the save file. So yeah, I need to be there to not to have something urgent to finish elsewhere and not giving it 100%. So that's why a renovation is like a bit of fresh air, I guess, because it's just like, it doesn't matter if I don't do everything as I want them to be. If I, do make that choice or that choice, because I can go back and do another one of these anytime. I can pick the same building and do it completely differently. That's what I like here. So that's what's going on. So I have no idea when I'll be able to do videos on the projects I have, the ongoing projects I have on the channel. Maybe not before May or June, because I've got a big thing in May with my work, and in June it's going to be, it should be, I'm saying that, but it might change. It should be, I should have more free time, so hopefully I'll be able to play more then. But yeah, I'm going to try to go back to my simming project before, but no promises. So that's the update. So yeah, back to the renovation here. So my main idea at the beginning was just to do something to get back to the SIMS. And I only wanted to do I do that usually in my apartment buildings. I like to do the layout for the different apartments, even though I'm not going to use them. They're going to be hidden, you know, and assigned to NPCs. But my niece Fafa, who is almost 15, she came over for like a day earlier this week, and while talking with her, we kind of made a project, you know. So I was telling her that I was doing the layout for the different apartments, but I wasn't going to use them, but there could be different type of households in the different apartments, and I showed her what I had done, and she actually liked that idea, and so she started making over a family from the family bin to have them move in and into another apartment. So the apartment that's going to be available here is the studio, but we can put a marker there, you know, hidden room marker, and then have it be for an NPC, and use another of the apartments available there. And so we can load that apartment or a different time, and every time she could have a different family, a different household, and pick a different apartment and do over the other apartment that are empty. Oh, here we were choosing a door, so I showed her all the doors, and she did, because she didn't like the door I had picked, and I love her choice. It's the last one, not this one yet. This one, because there is like a callback to the wallpaper I've chosen for the studio apartment, but also with it's a bit like a fountain like that, you know, the spurt, you know, and it's also called back to the name, like FLOODGATE for the apartment building. So here, using the option for the markers to have, like, you can have different background noises. Here I went with the fact that it's a more expensive type of building. Okay. So as I said, Fafa is going to have different types of family move in at different time, and have them and furnish the apartment, the chosen apartment for that family, according to that family. And so yeah, so I showed her how to remove the markers and have the apartments she selected available. So I'm not sure I was clear. It's a bit confusing what I'm saying. But yeah, the idea is to play with the different apartments, but not at the same time. Because the lot is really big, like it's 50 by 40, I think. So I'm not really going to play with it. It's to have fun, yeah, here, not to really play with it. It's way too big, and it wouldn't be good to have too many families, active families in that building. It's too big. But here, just for the designing purpose, to have different apartments, we could rearrange, we could furnish differently, etc. So yeah, that's the project here. And finishing up with the rooftop is so busy. Okay, so here we go. This is the result, done with that version of the renovation. So that's the build itself. Here I've made it white, but I've tried to keep the original colors. So the orange, brown, we have like the mustard color. I've kept it for the windows, to frame the garage doors, extra, because it was a color from the original build. Now you have access to more garage doors and also parking spaces inside, and here too. So under the gym and bar are there, and above you have the duplex apartment, so it's a bit larger, and I've added windows, obviously, and it's a duplex apartment. We'll see it a bit later. So that's the building here, and here inside we have the different parking spaces. I've also added fake cars, like, cars from the By the Book catalog, to pretend that NPCs do have cars. And also parking spaces for the bicycles. So the door here, it's because that garage is actually in diagonal. So if I don't have a fence or a half wall, the garage doors were going to appear like very dark. It's a glitch from the game, so that's why I've added that here. So now the space here with access to the backstage, and we have 3 different rooms. So first, the technical room, closet, I don't know, just, to have like maintenance and also tinkering fixtures. So here is the trash chute. So actually it's the landing for the trash chute here. Here is the trash chute. So you have one at each floor, and that's the chimney there. And you have also dumpsters and the trash compactors there. Across the hall we have the laundry. So, a laundry. Then we have the lobby area. So as I've said, I've kept the murals and there is kind of a very nice view thanks to those large windows like that. So that's pretty neat. Though I do think the building would be better in a town like Starlight Shores or something a bit warmer. Then we can go to the second floor where we have the other community things, rooms. So mostly the swimming pool. Here I haven't changed it much, but so the open corridors are still there. What I've kept, I did a kiddie pool, and also I've kept the lounge chairs, and I've used the same pattern that there is on the lounge chairs for other sittings that we have in the community areas of that building. Then we have the gym inside with a fish tank and a bar area, and there is also public bathroom there. And then we have, like you can see on the overview over that, the whole dark part is actually apartments. So here we go in build mode. So these apartments, I've only put one marker. That's why I've removed the part of the walls for the different rooms, but the layout is done. And if I want to use them, I remove the marker and I just have to close the room like that. And I can use them for another family. So that's the skip level in this one. So those two apartments, I haven't done the layout, but they could easily be done. And this is the duplex, so it's on the skip level. So same thing, we can remove the level skip marker and use that apartment for yet another family. We are now on the 4th floor, and that's where we have our studio here. So the apartment next door, I've also done the layout, but not using it right now. So studio, not really furnished because I wanted to keep it quite cheap. But it is big and it could easily be 2-bedroom apartment even. But it's said in the description that it is a studio, so I have to try to keep it that way, even though I cheated a bit because the kitchen area is closed. So I don't know if that counts for a studio. So even the bathroom is quite big because the apartment is in diagonal. So of course we have a balcony. It's empty for now, and then we have the rooftop, which is quite busy, as I've said every time. It gets me every time. I've put so many things there, nothing useful except the tennis table in that area, so that area is accessible via the elevator. So here we go, that was my renovation for FLOODGATE apartments in Bridgeport. I'm in the mood for renovating more apartment buildings. Sunset Valley, I'm looking at you. Yeah, I have no idea if I'll do that. We'll see. But yeah, that was that video. I'll see you in the next one. À bientôt!